The Dr. Z400 has been around for what seems like forever, 1999 to be exact, and is still really popular with some 18,000 bikes sold here in Australia alone. The changes for the 2018 model are modest, but include new black alloy anodized rims and graphic styling updates. The old faithful Dr. Z is still a great bike, and as they say, why change a good thing? The bike is fairly basic as far as the latest enduro weapons go, with conventional suspension and a carburetor, but that's what not only makes the Suzuki cheap by comparison, it also makes it less intimidating and more user-friendly to ride, hence the large numbers sold. When I first sat on the Dr. Z, I couldn't believe how tall the bike was, with a 935mm seat height. Even my long legs were struggling to reach the ground, and I was reminded that even though this was more a trail enduro bike than a full competition enduro machine, it was still designed with plenty of off-road purpose in mind. With a wet weight of 138 kilograms, it is not super light, but sometimes a few extra kilos is not a bad thing for stability, especially on the road. The cockpit area is well laid out, with the switches all in the right place, and they look tough enough to take some knocks. The LCD dash has a fair bit of useful info on it, such as speedo, odometer, dual trip meters with subtraction and addition functions, clock and stopwatch also with subtraction capability, so pretty much an enduro race dash. The dash is tucked out of the way, but I can't help think it would be expensive to replace should it break, so I can see people taking it off and swapping it for a cheap one until the bike is resold. One thing I do like is that the Dr. Z comes with a carby. Older riders like me love the simplicity of carburetors, especially on dirt bikes where you may have to work on them in the middle of nowhere. Should you submerge the bike in a river crossing, for example, there is even an on/off/reserve fuel tap and choke. On any dirt bike, it's always a good idea to look at what may break when you drop it, and the indicators look like they stick out a fair way. Although they are on flexible stalks, they look a bit vulnerable, so again, I would probably replace them with a cheap set just in case. The rear light would also come under this category.